So, hello everyone to the station of Corniglia. This is where we ended the last video and we're starting a new one today. We are hiking today from Corniglia in the Cinque Terre to Manarola and as well from Manarola to Rio Maggiore. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do so, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you want to, and now let's go hiking. Corniglia station is quite unique as this one is at the sea level and the city of Corniglia is all the way up there. So you have to get up 150 meters of elevation before entering the city. As the weather is not as perfect as the last 2 days, I do apologize for the wind noise. I try to keep it as calm as I can, but as you know, we are at the shoreline and there is always wind. Our hike today should take normally up to 3.5 hours as the bottom hiking pathway is blocked. We have to go all the way around on the mountains. Getting to or from those 5 secluded villages is pretty easy as you have a normal train service running every 15 to 30 minutes in both directions, and well, pretty much if you buy the Cinque Terre card you can actually buy it with a train ticket, which allows you a limited travel on those routes from Levanto to La Spezia. So now, to give you a perspective, you see the people there and you see the house on the hill. That's where we need to go. I'm just waiting till the hustle and bustle is over after the train has arrived, and then I will tackle the mountain and start my hike to Manarola, which is starting in the middle of Corniglia. So let's start the hike up to the city of Corniglia. On the corner parts you always get a good view of the sea as well, which makes the hike not that bad. This part is not strenuous. It's just a long way up stairs, but it is well worth it. If you don't want to take too much effort, you can as well take the bus, which is leaving from the station. It costs around €2.50 one way, so if you don't want to go up the stairs or you can't, that's your way to go. The more elevated it gets, the more views you will get. Down there you can see once again Corniglia station. So, and as easy as this, we made up the stairs and we're now in the city of Corniglia. It wasn't that bad, it's only about 5 minutes or maybe 10 depending on your condition, going up from the station to the city center. So we are now officially on the hike from Corniglia to Manarola. It really starts in the middle of the city and it is marked with the sign and as well with the red and white markings on the side. As I said earlier, the original way along the shoreline is closed, so this is kind of the replacement hike that you can take. It's a bit longer and it's more strenuous, but it should have great views. So I'm excited and I hope you are too. We'll start now hiking to Manarola. As busy as the train station was, Well, I was quite disappointed to see so many people, but as soon as I turned on to the hiking path, you're alone again. So most of the people are just going to Corniglia for a day to have dinner or lunch, or to just enjoy the beautiful views that you have from Corniglia over the ocean. But not that many people are going hiking. Although today it's a bit overcrowded, so that's pretty much the best weather you can get for hiking. So let's get along. Salve. And when you decide to do this hike, here it matters where your starting point is. Because when you start from Manarola, it is way lower on elevation than Corniglia if you pretend starting from the city center. If you're starting from the station, it's not that much of a difference, but the starting from Corniglia has one advantage. First of all, you're just going up a moderate pass like this one. And when you start from Manarola, you have 1,200 stairs to climb before reaching the top of the trail. So keep that in mind on this section. Please start from Corniglia. It will help you out a lot. After a while, the trail turns into a small path. After you have climbed up a lot of stairs. And I noticed one thing: despite the condition of some of the people are in that came down, a lot of them are for sure taking the bus from the other side, which brings you up to the top of the mountain, and they just hike down. So you see, we climbed a lot of elevation again on the first 30 minutes of our hike, and we're almost on top of the mountains. So everyone, 30 minutes back, we've been down there at the city of Corniglia, and right now we are at this altitude, which is almost as high as the 500 this mountain in the distance has. So can't be that much further way up, but we will see. It's a good hike so far. I really recommend doing it once again. Be sure to bring the right equipment, especially water and good shoes are recommended, or highly recommended, on this trail. It's considered an easy trail. It's just a bit of an elevation that you have to climb at the beginning, and at the end, as I said earlier, you will get down 1,200 stairs. Normally I would not do this hike at midday, but as it's overcrowded today, it's not that hot, so I started midday. Right now we are on top of the first peak, and there the trail diverts. We need to stay on this one going to Bolastra. It's clearly marked as well with this sign for the blue ways. That is meant to be the official Cinque Terre hike. So we are going on the right side. We have once again our marking here, and you may see our goal in distance. Let me know down below if you see it at this point of the hike, and as well let me know what you think about it. Well, I do like hiking and showing you this stuff. Maybe some of you think about starting hiking as well. It doesn't have to be mountaineering and going up to 3,000 meter high summits. Something like this is hiking as well. Just being out in nature and enjoying it as much as you can. And yeah, this fresh air that you breathe in, there is no comparison to that. So let's continue on, and I will show you a bit more scenery. Here we have another beautiful view of the city of Corniglia. As I already said earlier, the usual hike down at the shoreline is closed due to maintenance. There was a big rock slide, and according to the website of the Cinque Terre hiking, it will be closed for at least 4 more years. So there must be a huge damage on this part of the trail. So the only way in the next couple of years is this way I'm showing you right now. It's a bit more elevation, a bit longer, but so far I like it. This part here is quite unique, as you kind of go through a tunnel under the trees, as the trees have overgrown the whole hiking path here. It feels like, as I said earlier, you're inside of a natural tunnel. On a pretty hot day, this is awesome. Remember, in the last clip I explained you what this metal construction is. So remember, in the last video I explained you what this metal construction is, and this one is definitely in good shape and will be used. So this is the only way for all the farmers here to get their olives or wines down into the valley. Let's continue on with this beautiful view of our hike. Look at all those flowers, which are right now at the edge of our hike. It's really a beautiful one today. It's not the most challenging one, that's for sure. But you get outdoors, you keep your heart pumping a bit, and yeah, it feels just good to be out in nature. And yeah, you should do this more often. Just go out into nature, explore what our planet has to offer, and afterwards you feel satisfied. If you're going on this hike, you will definitely realize one thing. There are way more people coming towards you than you will see going the same direction. So, as I said earlier, I'm pretty sure they have taken the bus up to Volandstra and going just down the hill. This hike is pretty easy after you've come up to the altitude the path is normally going on. So if you would like to take the bus up to Volandstra and then hike the way down, feel free to do it. But as just a Italian girl told me earlier when I was on the way up, the way down can be a pain in the butt, because if you're not prepared for it with the correct equipment like good shoes, you will struggle down there. It's quite steep, so just make sure to bring your tools and you'll be fine. And as well, on this one, when I stop whispering, you just hear the sound of nature. Here you have once again an example of preventing danger the Italian way. Well, just put a marker band on there. It'll be fine, nobody will go down there. So if I think about hiking in the US, there would be a whole blocking here. So nobody ever could have the idea you could go down there. So yeah, I like about that way like it is here. It's more natural. And yeah, I just remembered what they have done to the horseshoe bend in Page. I was there in 2010 and I've returned in 2017, and it was quite disappointing to see what they have done to this beautiful work of nature, with all those concrete stairs and stuff like this, and rails, guardrails that you don't fall off. Well, it's common sense that you don't go to the edge and do a selfie and then fall down. So, but yeah, these are the times we're living in, so I like it better the old school way. Let me know down below what do you think about it. So guys, if you look very closely on the other side of the mountain, you may notice our path that we come all around this curvy way here. make sure always follow the markings. And look, here you see one of those rail cars that I've shown you the rails earlier. They are used to bring down all the stuff into the valley. So somebody is thinking about, I was not going through somebody's private garden. This is really the hiking path. So it is a beautiful small village up here, or a couple of houses at least, and they have this amazing view. Down there you see once again Corniglia, and that's where we are at the moment. We are on way 586, which is the one going to our destination. The hiking path number 586 is going from Corniglia via Volestro to Manarola, which is our goal for today. You can see a bit of it here in the distance already. So I think we are about midway if I compare the distance to Corniglia and the distance to Manarola, but I will see how long it takes to get down there. Here you can see once again the rail cart system where I showed you the cart earlier, and it really goes down all the property until they reach the valley where they can, well, pick up their goods by truck or whatever is down there. So isn't that a beautiful place to be? Let's continue on towards Manarola. So this one explains how this area, the Passaggio del Vino, got its name from, and here you can see how they did it in the early days without having this rail cart system. Right now I assume we are taking this way that you kind of see on the other side of this mountain, and then we are starting our descent into Manarola. This day today shouldn't be as good as the last two weather-wise, but as you can see, it turned out into a great day. Absolutely beautiful here. So I really do like this hike, and if you are here, take the extra hour and go this way. And one short pointer, if you look down there, you see the boats. These are passenger boats that as well stop in each of the 5 villages, and as well in La Spezia, and which is the south end, and in Levanto, which is the north end. That's where we are staying. So you can either choose to go back by train, or you can use the boats. So this part of the trail is a bit different than the other times. So here you really need to watch your step, because that trail is getting very narrow and it drops right down into the ocean. So guys, this is a pretty cool spot now, because you see down there, this is a train station where we started from. So we made quite a bit of elevation, as you can tell. So that's fine. We are going on our way to Manarola, and we are leaving Corniglia and the station a bit behind. So this one is quite interesting here. You have the view of Corniglia, and the owner of the vineyard here is offering free tasting for the people coming by. So maybe this is as well one reason why a lot of people come up this way. As I'm here for the hike, I skipped the tasting, but there were a lot of people in there, I can bet you that. So here you get the first glimpse from not that far distance of Manarola, and here is the city of Volastro. And from this city you can start using a bus which come all the way from Manarola station all the way up here, and then you have only 1 hour and 45 minutes hike down to the station of Corniglia. But as I said earlier, be prepared, the descent is not easy. And we're now beginning the 1,200 stairs descent into the city of Manarola. And I remembered 10 years ago I went those stairs up, and I pretty much looked like everybody else which was coming up here almost down with all the thread. Buongiorno. So coming up here was not fun. I hope going down there is easier. So, and I'm pretty sure I will not see many people coming up here, because there were a lot of people standing at the bus station in Volastro, and that means that pretty much everybody is either going up by bus or going down. But I like going through all these olive trees. So we are now descending just stairs, as I said, into Manarola, and I will catch up with you when we are down there. Buongiorno. So the people telling me that the descent into Manarola is steep, they weren't lying. So I really do not want to get this back up again if I don't have to. So, as I said earlier, consider which way you go. So there was a bit of traffic jam right now, as 3 people wanted to go up and 6 wanted to go down, but we made it work. So guys, we reached our goal of our hike today, which is the beautiful city of Manarola. And I hope you have enjoyed this video and the hike with me. If you do so, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you want to, share it on your social media, because if you like it, the chances that your friends and family will like it too, and it helps me more than you think it does. I'm just now going back to the station of Manarola, and as always, thank you for watching. Take care everybody, stay healthy, and goodbye.